Hello 412. Today is Tuesday, March 10th, and we are going to be doing a review of our Bricks reading. So if you could please get out your Bricks reading and turn to page 98. 98. It should be the runner with one leg. So I'm going to read these stories over again for you. And at the end, what you really should do is when I finish reading one, you're going to pause the video and your job is to write a summary of the story, okay? It needs to be between 3 to 5 sentences. And it's kind of like a who, what, when, where, why, okay? Those are the points I want to see in your homework. So, the runner with one leg. Reporter. Hello and welcome to TN Sports News. We have a special guest today. Her name is April Holmes. April, thanks for coming by. It is a pleasure to be here, Jim. You are a famous American runner. Can you tell us your story? Of course, Jim. I started running at an early age. I was always running. In high school, I won many awards. But something terrible happened. What was it? Well, I was at a train station one day. I slipped and a speeding train hit my left leg. The doctors had to cut it off. That's terrible. How did you feel? I was in the hospital for a long time. Sometimes I felt angry. I remember crying a lot. It was a very sad time for me. How did you beat this accident? Did anyone help you? Oh yes, many people helped me, but my doctor helped me every day. How did he help you? He always talked to me. One day, he told me about the Paralympics. It is like the Olympics, but for people just like me. I had a new goal. I exercised and practiced a lot. The next year, I entered the Paralympics. April, thank you for telling us your brave story. We'll be back after a short break. Okay. So now you are going to pause the video and you are going to write your summary. Remember, we are going to do a who, what, when, where, why type of thing. I want to see these details in your summary because it's not a summary without any of those. So to help you with the first one, who, we have April Holmes, right? And we have the reporter, Jim. The what is, it is talking about her journey with running the Paralympics and how she got only to have one leg, okay? Where is, they are in a studio, right? Because they are doing an interview at the TN Sports News. Why? You could say that the why is kind of how she got the one leg and why she's doing the Paralympics now. And yeah, so those are just some of the details that you really need to have in there. And I want you to focus on, okay? So pause the video and write your summary. Okay, so you should have written your summary for Unit 16. We are now going to read Unit 17, Remembering Brave People. This is about history and people. It's a nonfiction explanation. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start that. Today, 3 students gave a talk. They stood in front of the whole school. They talked about brave people from the past. The first student talked about Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa lived in India for 45 years. During this time, she helped many sick people and children. Mother Teresa had heart problems, but she never stopped helping people. In 1979, she received the Nobel Prize for her work. The second student spoke about the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers made the first airplane in 1903. It was dangerous work because they could fall and get hurt. At first, the plane could not fly very well. They were unhappy about it. They kept trying. In 1903, the Wright airplane took off from the ground and did not fall. The third student talked about Terry Fox. Terry Fox was from Canada. He had to cut off his leg because of cancer, but he did not lose hope. He decided to help doctors find a new cure for cancer. How did he do this? He ran across Canada with a fake leg. He raised a lot of money for cancer research. These people were very brave, but brave actions don't have to be big all the time. The three students were also brave. Why? They talked in front of the whole school. Okay, so again, you are going to pause the video and write your summary for Unit 17. You got the who, the Wright brothers, the Mother Teresa, and Terry Fox. You also have the three students who are just talking about them. So go ahead and talk about the what, the where, the when, the why, whatever you need to talk about to tell us what this story is about. Okay? Okay, Unit 18, History and People. This is a fiction story. So, brave and strong like you. Jennifer was not a nice girl. She was always mean to weak people. For example, she was not nice to handicapped students at school. She liked to point and laugh at them. She thought she was being strong and brave, but she was not. And soon she will learn that. One day, Jessica saw a new student named Ted. He was a young boy in a wheelchair. He looked so weak and funny, she thought. She started to laugh at him. "You are so weak, you can't even stand up," she said. "I'm so much stronger than you." Ted looked at her calmly. He said, "Do you think being mean to weaker people makes you strong? It doesn't. It only makes you look weak." He told her about helping other people. Every weekend, Ted goes to the hospital. He plays games with the kids there. "Helping others makes you strong and brave," he said. Jennifer was quiet. He was right. "I'm sorry," she whispered. She felt bad about her actions. After school, they met again. They talked for a long time and became friends. "Do you want to go to the hospital with me this weekend?" Ted asked. Jennifer smiled at him. "Yes," she said. "I want to be brave like you." And they both laughed. Okay, so now is the time that you are going to pause the video again and you will write your 3 to 5 sentence summary. For what unit is this? 18. Okay, Unit 19. This is nonfiction column literature, okay? So we got the Bricks Times, Volume 3, number 53, March 7th. An amazing journey. As an English gentleman, steamboats and trains in a bed. Put them together and what do you get? You get the novel Around the World in 80 Days. Jules Verne wrote the book in 1873. It's an adventure story with lots of action. The story begins with Mr. Fogg and his helper. Fogg makes a bet with his rich friends. He will travel the world in 80 days with trains and steamboats. The new railway in India will help Fogg travel faster. But Fogg's friends do not believe him. So Fogg and his helper leave London on the same day. The winner of the bet will get $20,000. During Fogg's travels, he sees many cities, animals, and beautiful women. He also has many exciting and dangerous adventures. He saves a woman from fire and his helper from Indians. But a detective from London follows Fogg. He mistakes Fogg for a thief. The detective follows Fogg and his helper around the world. Will Fogg and his helper reach London in 80 days? Who will win the bet? And what about the detective? Will he catch Fogg and try to throw him in jail? Read the novel and find out. Okay, pause the video and do your summary. Okay, last one, Unit 20, literature that is the genre of fiction or story. A modern Sherlock Holmes. Last one, guys. Today, my teacher gave the class homework. Write a story with an interesting plot and characters, she said. But how do I begin? I look out the window and think. Below, I see a dog and a cat. The dog is sitting near a bank. The cat is hiding under a bench. They would make interesting characters. I say with a nod. The dog will be a detective and the cat will be a thief. It will be like a modern Sherlock Holmes story. I write this down. Next, I think about the setting. I look out the window again. It is dark and there is just one street light. That's it, I shout. The dark night is perfect for a mystery story. I fill the page with all my ideas. This is a summary of my mystery story. One dark night, a detective dog looks for a thief cat on a street. The thief is hiding under the bench. He stole money from the bank to buy lots of fish. The detective comes closer and the thief runs away. The detective chases after him. The thief is fast, but the detective soon catches him. I'm excited about the plot of my story. I have to finish this full story right now. I hope my teacher will like it. Okay, so that is it. You need to write your summary for Unit 20, and then you are done for the day. Okay, so I will see you on Friday, and you guys have a great day. Bye.